Okay, this is almost identical to the other problem that we did. We're just going to write the equation of a line, which appears based on the solutions that they provide for us to be written in standard form. And to write an equation of the line, I just need 2 points, or actually I only need 1 point and a slope, because this is the writing linear function. So, I know that it's linear. So I'm going to label this as x sub 1, y sub 1, and then x sub 2, y sub 2. Because remember that the slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So y sub 2 is my second y, which is 3. The formula calls for a minus sign, minus y sub 1, which is actually negative 1. I'm going to write it that way on purpose because then it reminds me to add instead of subtract. X sub 2 is going to be 3. The formula calls for a minus sign, and then x sub 1 is minus 3. Now, when we minus a minus, we're really adding. And I just do this little thing right here because it lets me know that I'm minusing a minus sign, which means that I plus. So 3 plus 1 is 4 all over 3 plus 3, which is 6. Now, from here, if I divide by, I can reduce this. 4 and 6 are even numbers, which means they're both divisible by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 and 2 are prime numbers, so my slope, m, right, remember this is the slope, my rise over run, is 2 over 3. Now, with that formula, what I can do is I can come in here and I can write y minus y sub 1 is equal to the slope, m, times the quantity, x minus x sub 1. And this is how I'm going to get to my equation eventually. So y minus 1, because that's my y sub 1, is equal to m, which is 2/3, times the quantity x minus x sub 1, which is negative 3. Again, knowing that when I minus a minus, I'm really plussing, right? So I'm going to change that like that. So, and then also I've got to distribute the 2/3 through the parentheses. So this becomes y plus 1 is equal to 2/3 times x is 2/3 x. And then 2/3 of 3, you can think of that in terms of, if I say 2 over 3 times 3, it's the same as 3 over 1, which gives me 6 over 3, which is really just a positive 2. Okay, so now what I need to do is I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and I'm running out of space, and that gives me y is equal to 2/3 x plus 1. Now, the interesting thing about this is I don't like fractions in the standard form, so to get rid of that fraction, I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So 3 times y is 3y. 3 times 2/3, as we found out before, was just 2. And then 3 times 1 is just a positive 3. Next, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And I'm going to get negative 2x plus 3y is equal to a positive 3. Oh, wait. I think I made a mistake somewhere. When I minus a minus, it becomes a plus. Okay, so this is the tricky part. Here's the problem. As I look through this, I realize that none of these solutions that they offer me are what I got. So, but I noticed that my negative 2x, and this is a positive 2x. So I can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this whole thing by a negative 1. Right? And then that changes the sign of everything. So then this becomes a positive 2x. This becomes a negative 3y.